Hi everybody, thought I'd do a video of my craft room. I love seeing everybody else's craft rooms on YouTube, so I thought I'd do the same. I was able to take one of our spare rooms and turn it into my craft room. It's really big and open, and it gives me lots of room to get messy, get inspired, and get crafty. So I love the letter C as it's the initial of my first name, so I pick them up when I see them. And I also have a couple bulletin boards with special things that just mean something to me. I took these magazine holders and I've labeled them by color, and I throw all my bits and scraps in them. And then when I need just a little piece of a color, I can get some, and that way we don't waste any paper. As you'll see, I have an addiction to 6x6 paper pads. I just love them because the paper patterns are smaller, so it's great for card making. I got all the baskets at the dollar store. I think they were like $1.25 each, and they're perfect to hold them all. I like to keep all my dies on metal sheets, so these are actually from the Guelph Storm, their calendar for last year. I just picked up a bunch. And sometimes I also use the fridge magnet photo holders. I got those at the dollar store too. So I've got IKEA baskets on the bottom shelf that hold my punches and my Martha Stewart punches. Don't use punches a lot, but it's great to have them when you need them. And then this bottom basket is my Christmas dies, and a basket full of pop dots. Oh, just a little basket of miscellaneous stuff. Then I've got my baskets full of my paintbrushes and spatulas for mixed media, and my Faber-Castell gelatos, and the big brush artist pens, which are great. They're amazing. Love them. Then I've got my ATG gun and my Xyron sticker maker, and I've got these really cool sequins from Pretty Pink Plush. I've got 2 shelves full of glass jars, which of course you get at the dollar store as well. And I've put things on old-fashioned style clothespins, and I have all flowers by color and washi tape and little jars full of embellishments that you can use. I've got some more magazine holders with the rest of the colors for my scraps. And this big basket of paint daubers, sprays, that type of stuff, and of course some gesso and my modeling paste and decoupage, things for mixed media. And then I've got all my Copic markers, and those little bins are also from the dollar store, and I've just used Velcro to kind of stick them together. Then I have this big basket full of craft paints and fixative, decoupage. I've got some acrylic paint tubes. I have pan pastels, watercolor pencils, watercolor crayons, all that kind of stuff. My Cricut. And then I've got a couple baskets full of ready-made cards that I pick up at the dollar store and Michael's when they're on sale. So we picked this up at IKEA. I think the bar was like $3 and each basket were on sale for 99 cents. And I thought it would just be great to store some more of my tools and things. Usually where I work is right where I've hung this, so it's right handy within reach. Scissors, glue pens, glue, tools. I've got my Wink of Stella markers and my metallic markers as well. I picked this spice rack up at the Liquidation World, and it's great to hold all kinds of brads and little embellishment things that you would use. And then I've got my carousel that's looking a little empty right now because I put everything in my IKEA little buckets. And then thanks to my mom, I got that really nice cutter for Christmas. And I have another couple of bulletin boards with things that are important to me. I love peacocks, so when I find something, I stick it up there. So in between my tables, this little drawer set just fit perfect, and it holds all my extra glue and tapes, glue sticks, that kind of stuff. And of course, a drawer full of pop dots, sticky dots, score tape, glue dots. I love these. You'll see the brown dots are from the Sticky Stuff store. They are amazing. They're so adhesive. In the bottom drawer I have baby wipes and stamp cleaners. Of course, your craft room isn't complete without your puppies, so Allie's the black poodle and Buster's the Morkie, and they're always in here with me. I'm blessed to have a huge double closet that's deep that allows me to store a whole bunch of stuff. My husband, who I call the shelf master, put these extra shelves in for me to help me store a lot of stuff. And all my Rubbermaid storage drawers all fit perfectly into my closet. My husband also made this ribbon holder for me that goes over the door, and everything slides on with these little dowels. Perfect. The top shelf, I just store a bunch of stuff that I don't use. My extra canvases, my sewing basket, extra empty jars, future projects. And I have bins that hold all my 12 by 12 papers, and I've kind of sorted them by colors. I use these little photo boxes to store cards that I have completed, and I've made some dividers and put them into groups so I can easily find what card I need to send. And of course, everybody has binders and journals and magazines, so that's kind of where I store that. I hold a lot of my stamps in these empty DVD cases, and I just label them by the company or theme. Recently I picked up these Stufftainers. These are the thin ones, and they're by Stampendous, and they are great to hold a lot of things, and I've started to switch all my stamps over to that. Of course, all your different scissors, I'm sure everybody has that. Bins with my embossing power glitter, extra markers, and little boxes with my pencil crayons. I also, all my stickles and perfect pearls, I've hung upside down with magnets to a cookie sheet that my husband nailed into the bottom of the shelf, so it's perfect. They're always ready to go. A basket full of Christmas 6x6 pads, and my Cuttlebug with all your plates for it and some cutting mats. I've got all these bins labeled that hold all kinds of different things that you might use. As you can probably tell, I love my label maker. Everything I own is labeled. And then I have a lot of the 8x11 cardstock that you can get at Michael's. I always buy it when it's on sale. And of course, a bin of scrap pattern paper. Never throw anything out. You never know when you can use it. Envelopes, extra blank cards. And then I've got 2 bins full of Christmas type stuff. I've got a basket of cutters and some manila paper I bought at the art store to help keep my table clean. And I've got these bigger Stufftainers to hold all my Copic ink refills. You can see the green basket. That's for my card kit of the month from Simon Says Stamp until I have a chance to use it, and then I'll put it away. So I've got all kinds of themes in these shelves. I got like Mother, Father's Day, babies saying stickers, wedding anniversary, alphabet stickers, embellishments, quilling. And I've got glassine bags that I decoupage napkins on and use as envelopes. Mixed media, flower heart stamps, anything butterfly, sticker stamps, same with the birds and the bugs. And backgrounds, birthdays, sentiment stamps that are on wooden blocks. And I've got distress inks, the mini distress inks, my stencils, alphabet stamps, my Prima dolls and their tags, tissue paper, rub-ons, my tags and tag makers. Then I have my Fiskars Easy Stamp Press and my envelope punch board, and of course more drawers full of different themes with stamps and stickers in them, and my Copic paper, stuff for my sewing. I've got 2 bins full of different flowers. Some are stickers and some are actual little material flowers. And then I have metal dies that I don't use that often, and all my different sorts of ink pads. So what I've done is I've used binders, and I've for my dies in my embossing folders, and I've cut them all out so that I can just look through them and at a glance find what I have, because you often forget what you've got, and I can see easily, I can tell who they're from and what it's called. As you can see, I've used a purple-black theme. The black really stands out more, and then I've got a little tab for the embossing folders and little samples of the different embossing and how it looks on the paper. And then I also did a binder for stamps, and I've kind of tried to do it in different sections. So I've got all my little tabs to help me find what I'm looking for fast. And then what I've done is every time I get a new stamp set, I stamp it onto the paper, put it in whatever category, and then it kind of corresponds with all my stamps that you saw on the shelves in the DVD cases or in the Stufftainers. This way you can always just go through and just see, you know, what you'd like to use, what you have, because if you're like me, you forget what you have, and then you can just go find the stamp. I find it really helpful, and recently I started writing exactly which company it's from and what the stamp's labeled, the name is, just because I find it'll be easier when I'm blogging to give credit to whatever stamp company or die company. So I hope you enjoyed my little tour, and if you have any questions, let me know. I can let you know how I store things, and I hope you guys all have a great day.